In 2006, Oliver Quick, the student on a scholarship, went to Oxford University. He wasn't used to the fancy ways of rich people. It was hard for him to fit in. But then he met Felix Gadden, a wealthy and popular student. Felix was kind to Oliver, listening to his stories about his parents' problems. Their friendship grew. But one day, Felix got annoyed with Oliver and pushed him away. Later, when Oliver's dad suddenly died, Felix comforted him and invited him to spend the summer at his big family estate, Saltburn. At Saltburn, Oliver met Felix's family, and they liked him. But Oliver became obsessed with Felix. He did some inappropriate things, like watching Felix in the bathtub. He even seduced Felix's sister, Venetia. Felix found out and confronted Oliver. Things got worse at a party, where Oliver was tricked into embarrassing himself. To get back at Felix's American cousin, Farla, Oliver had a sexual encounter with him and threatened him. Farla got kicked out for trying to sell valuable plates. As the summer ended, Felix planned a birthday party for Oliver, but Felix discovered Oliver had lied about his family. Oliver's dad was alive, and his family was respectable. Felix was horrified and told Oliver to leave after the party. During the party, Oliver admitted to lying. Felix rejected him, and the next morning, Felix was found dead. Oliver suggested Farla might be connected to Felix's death. Farla got blamed and kicked out. After Felix's funeral, Oliver stayed at Saltburn. He acted strangely, even grinding against Felix's grave. Venetia accused him of destroying her family. She later died, and Oliver was blamed. James, Felix's dad, bribed Oliver to leave. Years later, Oliver learned James died. He met Elspeth, Felix's mom, and she welcomed him back to Saltburn. After spending time with her, Elspeth got sick. On her deathbed, Oliver confessed to causing all the tragedies at Saltburn. He had planned everything, even Elspeth giving him her money and the estate. Oliver killed Elspeth and celebrated his twisted victory by dancing naked in the mansion. And that's the dark tale of Oliver Quick and the twisted events at Saltburn. Saltburn takes things to a whole new level with Oliver Quick, who not only causes a series of murders but also orchestrates an elaborate nude dance in a mansion he took from a rich family he claims to both love and hate. How did Saltburn reach this point, and does its ending feel satisfying or messy? Let's dive into the story. The tale kicks off with an interview-like scene featuring Oliver talking about Felix Gadden. Right away, we sense Oliver's negative feelings towards women, and his feelings for Felix become the focal point. The story takes us back to 2006, where Oliver and Felix, first-year college mates at Oxford, form an unlikely friendship. Felix, a scholarship student, is an outsider among the posh crowd, and Oliver, a bit odd and fascinated with Felix, helps him out, leading to their bond. As their friendship deepens, Oliver wins over Felix's family at Saltburn through various experiences. However, after a fallout with Venetia, Felix becomes suspicious of Oliver's true nature. When Felix mysteriously dies, it seems Oliver's secrets might be exposed. But the film takes a surprising turn, shifting from Oliver and Felix to Oliver and the Gadden family. Felix's death fractures the Gadden family, and Oliver manipulates the situation to his advantage. He orchestrates a series of tragic events, including poisoning Felix, framing others, and even causing Venetia's death. The film fast-forwards 2 years later, where Oliver learns of Sir James's death. He reconnects with Elspeth, who, lonely and ill, bequeaths Saltburn to him. It turns out Oliver's narration is not an interrogation but a confession to a comatose Elspeth, revealing his sinister plan. Oliver proudly admits to causing all the misery, dancing naked around Saltburn as his twisted victory. However, this grand reveal raises questions about Oliver's motivations, plans, and the film's overall credibility. The late-breaking twists seem to sacrifice precision and muddy the moral complexity that initially made the story intriguing. The film's ending, while aiming to critique the rich, becomes too elaborate, losing some of its earlier sharpness. In the end, Saltburn leaves us pondering whether the characters truly deserve each other, and if their actions cancel each other out. The film initially explores these ideas through the dynamic between Oliver and Felix, but veers into a complicated ending that may be a bit too much. Despite its misdirection, the film closes with a spiteful image of Oliver celebrating the demise of the Gadden family, using a family tradition against them. However, the journey to this point involves a lot of pulling strings, perhaps too many for its own good. Saltburn is a brilliantly made masterpiece that takes a satirical jab at wealth and extravagance. The film unfolds at a perfect pace, skillfully unraveling the layers of each character scene by scene. As the story progresses, the audience becomes fully aware of what's happening, creating a captivating experience that's impossible to look away from, like watching a train go off the tracks. The ensemble cast delivers one of the best performances of the year. Rosamund Pike steals the spotlight, Alison Oliver impresses, and Carey Mulligan's cameo stands out. However, the true standout is Barry Keoghan, who fearlessly gives his best performance yet. His portrayal is so compelling that it suggests a second Oscar nomination might be on the horizon. The film skillfully walks the line between showcasing something seemingly disgusting and revolting on the surface. Yet, due to its artistic brilliance in aesthetics, performances, and writing, it manages to make the audience see a bit of themselves in those rude depictions. The bathtub scene, in particular, leaves viewers feeling conflicted. Saltburn carries a dark tone with incredible performances across the entire cast. The score adds to the film's majesty. Emerald Fennell, following her success with Promising Young Woman once again proves her directing prowess, creating yet another winner. The movie is a triumph, blending mystery, eroticism, and humor, easily one of the best films of 2023 so far. Anticipation for Oscar nominations in production design and costume design is well-founded. The film's revival of Murder on the Dance Floor adds an extra layer of nostalgia. The overall tone of the movie is triumphant, mysterious, erotic, and hilarious, making it one of the standout satires in recent years. Audiences can expect plenty of laughs, audible gasps, shrieks, and stunned reactions while watching this dark, funny and twisted film. Saltburn is a delightful and weird experience that gradually turns crazy in a subtle and creative way. Emerald Fennell continues to establish herself as a unique and inventive filmmaker. The film promises to reveal more upon rewatches, which will undoubtedly be in the cards. From start to end, Saltburn is beautiful and creative. The casting, along with the soundtrack, couldn't be more perfect. The film leaves you amazed and fulfilled, showcasing Emerald Fennell's prowess in crafting an exceptional cinematic experience. For cinema lovers, Saltburn is a must-watch, delivering another captivating creation from the talented Emerald Fennell.